Hello, I'm Dr. Craig Ingstrom, but you can just call me Craig because we're on the same team, and that team is Team D2L. In this video, I want to share how the Brightspace community transforms my Andragogy, which is a fancy word for teaching adult learners, and how D2L, the LMS product, brought to life new teaching possibilities in traditional, hybrid, and synchronous and asynchronous online courses. For the past 16 years, I've always embraced a competency-based approach to teaching and learning with a twist of Paulo Freire's pedagogy of hope. I embrace problem-based learning, scaffolding, and gameful pedagogy. Perhaps this explains why students have generally had good things to say about my teaching. But when I was asked to bring the Introduction to Public Speaking course for my university online in 2017, somewhat in a haste to ensure students could get the course they needed to graduate, I had a tough go of it. The ideas were there, I just didn't know how to execute. Fortunately, my university had a D2L speed course. In addition, I happened upon the amazing and outstanding Brightspace community where I got great ideas for teaching. The D2L tutorials helped elevate my use of D2L features I always knew about, like release conditions, but was not using. Now, I wish I could say that the first course was a success. I don't think that it was. The dropout rate and checkout rate was 50%. The students who had the unfortunate experience of taking my first online course didn't see my best work. However, I was very surprised in 2018 when a military veteran who had taken the initial course saw me at their graduation and said it was one of their favorite courses. But I knew I had to do better. My goal was to achieve near perfect retention and to use D2L to not just complement, but enhance and elevate my competency-based approach to teaching. Thanks to what I have learned from D2L tutorials and D2L tools, the retention rate in my online-only courses has been 95% for the past 2 years. How did I get to this point? Well, over the years, I have invested in several LinkedIn Learning courses, an Online Learning Consortium Advanced Teaching Certificate, and a Master of Online Leader and Administrator Certificate. These courses and certificates undoubtedly elevated my game when it comes to instructional design. I better appreciate the importance of universal design principles and better connect my learning objectives to student learning outcomes. I've radically redesigned all of my courses, and one of them, the online public speaking course, which I so terribly designed in 2017, was improved and transformed over time through continuous improvement processes. We scaled the course to 60 sections with little effort in 2020 when everyone was forced to teach online during the COVID pandemic. I was confident the course was ready because it had undergone peer review by other educators at peer institutions. They used the OSC QR Course Design Review and the Quality Course Teaching and Instructional Practice scorecards to review my course shell. As one online learning consortium reviewer noted, I'm impressed by how engaging this course is and the level of attention given to student-teacher immediacy. But, to be frank, one's approach is only as good as the technology that can support it. And this is where D2L LMS plays a role. I've used Canva, Blackboard, and Moodle. Heck, I've even built my own Moodle on its own server. But in my opinion, no LMS delivers better than D2L for someone who wants to deploy competency-based learning using problem-based pedagogy, scaffolding, and gamification while producing a clear and easy-to-understand learning pathway than D2L does. I could provide several illustrations, but let me just list 5. Number 1, intelligent agents. Hands down, intelligent agents change the game for student immediacy and instructor productivity. I use them to send customized and positive notes when students do something like submit an assignment early or receive a grade of 80% or higher. I use them for check-ins, like when a student doesn't log into a class for 4 days. I use them as reminders, like when students haven't checked on an assignment prompt and it's 1 week before the assignment is due. Intelligent agents save time but also increase student engagement. Without a doubt, this is the number one reason why students in my courses stay engaged. Number 2, third-party tools and apps. D2L has a massive inventory of apps and partnerships. However, the fact it allows integration with external learning tools via SCORM and Tin Can API, as well as basic HTML embedding and in almost every content area has allowed me to integrate apps like PlayPosit, Parasol, and Flipgrid directly into my courses. I can engage students during video lectures and readings, replicating those moments in lecture where you can pause a video and give some context. Video assignments through the UC partnership has allowed students in public speaking courses to engage each other by providing time-stamped feedback. In business communication, we engage in competitive speaking scenarios and real-life-like video interviews. Number 3, conditional releases. The large inventory and options for conditional releases allows me to do things like give students choice over the content they receive, choice being a primary feature of gameful learning. What is more, conditional releases allows me to offer automated remediation, like when a student doesn't earn a certain score on an exam and a document releases for them to complete to learn and earn back points. Only those students who need to do the activity ever see it, keeping the content area clutter-free. For those students who are moving quickly through the course material, conditional releases allows me to give them the content while keeping it hidden to others so that is not overwhelming to students who might be moving slower. Heck, I've even taught a fully online section and a hybrid section simultaneously through the same shell by setting up general and specific content areas and restricting access through conditional release. By pairing a 1-week checklist with a conditional release, students know that they're ready for success. Number 4, rubrics. The ease of building and using rubrics has accelerated grading and feedback, especially in 8-week courses where feedback is time sensitive. The rubric feature allows students to get immediate feedback and remediate to improve competency and thereby earn a passing grade in the course. Number 5, badges. Students love earning badges for various activities, and in some courses, students collect badges for being in the top 3 of submissions, for attendance, or for demonstrating their competence. D2L makes adding and releasing badges really easy. The fact students can export badges allows them to see that the value of the course extends to their professional online profiles. One of the most coveted of all badges is the Top Ignite Talk Speaker that uses each one of the features noted above as students show off their public speaking and slide design skills in a speedy and competitive public speaking event that uses a Sweet 16 style bracket. Now, there's a lot of other really great features that makes my teaching possible and contributes to student success, like students being able to track their progress with the Brightspace Pulse app, which is an app that shows learners a graphical illustration of their coursework due dates in the aggregate. But I don't want to go on forever. I hope this video highlights why I am all in on D2L and how it makes my pedagogy possible. My goal is to one day achieve a 100% retention rate. I hope that I can. If you have ideas or want to share some of the D2L tools you're using, please share your thoughts with me. Thanks for watching this video. Always remember to trust the process and have a wonderful day.